back at it again with another one. Hopefully, the audio is better on this one. If not, you'll just let me know in the comments. It's all good. So, yeah, man, it's that week. It is that week. It's Monday today. Well, technically, yesterday it's Tuesday. I just forgot to record yesterday, but I still got you. I still got you. So, going back to the calendar, by the way, if you're wondering what I personally use as my calendar, that's the website there. Totally free. You can filter out as per what you look at. As you know, I only look at or mostly look at indices in the US, so it would make sense that I look out for US data, as you can see there. I only look out for high impact or red folder news drivers and as well as medium impact ones, just for just, but mostly on the red folder impact news. That's when I look to enter, as that's when I expect volatility. So gone are the days where I'm a chart zombie, I'm on this thing the whole day. I really just get an hour or two, depending on what sessions I'm looking at. If it's a busy day, I'll look at the New York session in the AM and I'll look at the PM session. But most of the time, I just trade that 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time window. And then if something is interesting or it looks high probability, I'll look at entering between 3 p.m. And 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yesterday was Monday. Nothing really was going on, so I didn't participate, but I did tape read and it was quite interesting to watch. So if you don't have us on the Twitter page, that's the handle. Be sure to check us out. I put out a chart just showing the levels that I'm watching for the week, and we ran past the one level that I was looking at. I still have a feeling that that monthly sell side level or this double bottom, we're still gonna have to deal with that. If not that, at least the 50% mark of this week here. So we'll see what happens, of course. I'm gonna go to the hourly time frame now, just so that you can see how it's looking on this here. Okay, we got that. It's Tuesday today. Looks like we're drawing towards this imbalance there, but I don't know. Nasdaq's gonna do what it's gonna do. You know how it goes. But let's speak more on. Let me go to the 15. Nah, I'll leave it at. Yeah, let's go to the 15. Let's speak more on what we saw on Monday, right? So, Monday, looking at it, it's a calm or clean accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution move. On Monday, how I started my day out, I began by first marking out 8:30, right? I marked out 8:30. Can I just mark then work with me, please? Cool. 8:30. Cool. So I marked out 8:30. I noted we have buy side above us, so this relative equal highs. That was my draw for the day. And the next closest level was this low here. So we had that low. If you note here, we didn't really purge. We just, had the triple top here basically, but it's still oddly oddly even. So levels like this, from what I've seen, price tends to come back to them. And as you can see with the price action from yesterday or Monday, that's in fact what happened. So market opened, we started off by dipping first, running that level of sell side and running through some weekly sell side liquidity, and then some interesting things started to happen for us. On my end initially, I mean, obviously I wasn't participating, but like I was figuring out that okay, cool, it'll come back into this imbalance here and it'll continue to go bearishly, heading towards that monthly sell side level that I showed there. But that wasn't the case. Of course, we were given clues with these smooth edges here, and of course, that level that was let me just lock this so I don't move it. That level that was above us, right? So cool, market opened sharp, we dropped, played around a bit there, and then it shot up again. Then I clocked that okay, there's not only an order block that's high probability, but also a fair value gap that's probability. So once you have a fair value gap that lines up with an order block, oh, beautiful. But even more so if you have that price run or the order block or the fair value gap form after price takes out sell side liquidity. And in this case, it took out weekly sell side liquidity. So it shot up, but in the back of my mind, I was like, nah, that's a very solid level there. It's a very solid level. So it went up 9:50, 10 o'clock, 10:05, 10:10. It was still chilling up there, right? And then watching it push up, I was like, huh, that would be interesting. I didn't put this on at the time, but I'm just gonna put a fib. For me, when I'm using my fibs for the purpose of looking at points of entry and etc., I like to place them at the candle bodies, not the wicks. That's just me personally. Use it, don't use it. It's all up to you. So I'm gonna switch this out to like my projection one, right? And would you look at that? We hit the OTE, so that 0.62 level also lines up with this very strong order block and the fair value gap, of course. So probably random, right? Came back, hit that level, and we got a very strong reaction. You can see the size of this engulfing candle, that bullish engulfing. Shout out to the Candlestick Trading Bible. We engulfed one, two, three. Safe to say four. So 5, 10, 15, 20. We engulfed 20 minutes of price action with a single 5-minute candle, which set the stage up for a push further to the upside. Now, I was, of course, on alert since we hadn't really closed through and above this here imbalance there. We played around in it for a while and we only began to leave it from about 11:15 or 11:20. But apart from the fact that we took out weekly sell side liquidity, we had a strong order block that formed after sell side on the weekly side was run and a fair value gap that lined up with it. And of course, the OTE level. Apart from those, shot up. And I noticed this here, this formerly bearish fair value gap, we closed through it very strongly, came back. You can see that reaction there. Came back and closed through it. I thought maybe okay, it's about to shut down. But you can see, I'm just gonna remove that bearish one for the ease of the visual. Of course, I like to keep my charts clean. I'll put that here also, just that we can see there that bullish fair value gap. Came back to that at 1040, another entry opportunity. Shot up again through that inversion, came back, and then this confirmed that we're about to go up, or this inversion is a good level to buy from, right? 1050, 1055 give us another opportunity to go long. Came back up again, hit it there by 11:15, and then it just shot up. Shot up, opened another fair value gap there, another buy opportunity at 11:30. Kept pushing up again, came back again at about 12ish, but from 12 I personally don't touch it. It's lunch hours problematic. And yeah, man, we eventually made our way to those relative equal highs we're looking at the draw. And of course, price just continued pushing up to the upside. And you have today's action now. Um, by the time this video drops, the one about today's price action wouldn't be out yet, but it'll come out the next day. Don't worry. I'm gonna keep it coming this week. I got time. Rent's due. So you can see there, everything shut up cool. And it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Nothing much to say really. Cool power of three situation. So you have the accumulation, building up the range or the liquidity. Buy side on the top, sell side on the bottom. Built up the liquidity on the ranges, pierced the sell side, and then proceeded to attack the buy side, which we can now see. And of course, we had multiple beautiful opportunities to enter. The initial one came at 1025, 1030. Just had to be a bit patient with this because one could have easily opted for the sell, arguing that price shot down, we closed below a low. But now, why that wouldn't have been valid is because we didn't slash. Okay, you can argue that, okay, we just shallowly brushed it up over here. You can see here with these double tops here, or these relative equal highs. Watch that wick over there, and you see how that wick, just watch the, let me just do this to make it a bit easier for you. I got your mind. I read your mind, man. You ain't gotta tell me. I got you. make it a solid line. So you could argue that cool, we did brush above this level of buy side, and we had the strong reaction closing. But as you could see with what happened here, you know, things switched up. So good to note. Good to note. And yeah, man, the main thing is just having a draw. If you have no idea where price is gonna get to, then there's no point in having a solid entry technique. There's no point in having everything else. Like the first thing is figuring out sharp in this X time period, where is this thing likely to go next? Once you have that draw, that's like 80% of the work done. Now it's just an issue of timing and finding the right entry or filtering out which entry signal is quality, high probability, whatever you want to call it, right? So that's that on that. It was a good day, I won't lie. Felt good to see it happen or to anticipate it, and it also felt good today to be able to catch what happened today. We managed to catch that move to the downside, you know, move to the hourly real quick. Like I said, I'll put it up for tomorrow. You'll see it, but yeah, it was nice. We got in at this bearish fair value gap, rode it down, took out that level of sell side. Quick scalp, clocked in 128 points, and that's about that. And now, looking at it now, we'll probably continue bullishly, pushing up to fill out that imbalance. But it's Nasdaq after all. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. We might get a reversal somewhere there once we hit that breaker, but I don't know. I really don't know. I'm done for the day. It's 11:05. I clock in at 10. Well, technically, I like watching the open. Just be around for the open. Note any significant fair value gaps, or just see like which direction is it going in, and see if there's anything like relative equal highs, equal lows that will draw price to come to it at a later stage. But yeah, man. Other than that, thank God for the skill. That's that for today. And yeah, man. More to follow.